Hello and welcome to Panayon YouTube channel. Today we are going to summarize chemical reaction and equation for class 10th. Chemical changes mean substance combined to form a new substance. First experiment. The book shows how magnesium ribbon burns with a dazzling white flame and changes into the white powder and form magnesium oxide. So when any chemical reaction takes place, we can observe four main changes: change in state, change in color, evolution of gas, and change in temperature. The relevant examples were given in the book. Chemical equations. Word equations were written with a symbol in such a way is known as chemical equations. A word equation shows change of reactants to product through an arrow placed between them. The reactants are written on the left hand side with a plus sign between them. Similarly, products are written on the right hand side with a plus sign between them. The arrowhead points towards the product and shows the direction of reaction. Writing chemical equations represent chemical reactions. It's also known as a formula. If you count the number of atoms both the sides, and if they are not equal, it is called a skeleton chemical equation. Balance chemical equation. Now if you want to balance the chemical equations, you can see the steps mentioned in your book. And balanced chemical equation means both the sides have equal number of atoms. First, you separate each formula by drawing a box. Second, list the number of atoms and elements present in unbalanced equations. Third step is to find the maximum number of atoms and start balancing it first. But the main rule is you cannot add the number to element but to complete formula box. By doing so, it may be partly balanced, but similarly, you keep balancing until both the sides elements are balanced. To provide more details, you can write a small letters G for the gas, L for the liquid, AQ for the aqueous, and S for the solid in the brackets near the formula. Some other information such as the temperature, pressure, catalyst, etc. written below or above the arrow in the equations. Type of chemical reactions. Chemical reactions involve the breaking and making of bonds between the atoms to produce a new substance, such is known as the combination reaction. Single product is formed from two or more reactants are known as the combination reactions. Decomposition reactions. In these reactions, you can observe that a single reactants break down to give a simpler product. Displacement reaction. In the equation, one element displaced or removed, another element is known as the displacement. Double displacement reactions. During the chemical reactions, the two substances exchange of ions between them take place is known as the double displacement reaction. Oxidation. If a substance gains oxygen during a reaction, it is said to be oxidizing or oxidation. If substance lose oxygen during a chemical process, it's known as a reduction. It is said that to be reduced when both take place in any chemical reaction. It is known as oxidation and reduction process. Corrosion. When some metal exposed to air, it is said that it reacts with the metal and form a layer on it. It is known as a corrosion. Rusting of iron is such a corrosion. Rancidity. When a food mainly contains oil and fat left open it for a longer time, it starts changing its smell and taste. This process or chemical change is known as rancidity. That's the end of the chapter. Please read the full chapter. All the best.